Hey everybody, I know I haven't sent you day 2 yet, but it's already recorded. This is day 3 and kind of a quarter, 3.5 maybe. Took a couple days off because I'm old, fat, and tired. So you can see I overseeded and threw a little of that compost and dirt on top of the grass so it's a little darker. I have probably 2 5-gallon buckets worth of dirt right there, but it got so wet that I couldn't move it when I needed to because, well, I forgot that I ran a test on the sprinkler system and I walked away for a minute to take care of Jackie and came back and it was swampy mud. So this is what happens when you use too big of an excavator. I asked a guy if he could help out and he said his excavator was a mini one and he got here with a 14,000 pound excavator, but I already made the deal with him and he's going to come back and throw some dirt down and have a guy rake it so it's even. I'm thinking of gravel, just like my neighbor there. I'm kind of tired of grass and I have to put a French drain in that's 75 feet long going down this rock wall and all the way down to the embankment. This took about 3 hours to clean up. It still looks dirty, but it's better. There's my dirty car. So yeah, it was just clay and we sunk in so deep we were worried that we were going to roll right over the power lines. I think they're 4 feet deep, but you can see we got pretty low there. So I'm out of breath. I'm learning how to pour a concrete post with a form because we had to tear a post out for his mini excavator. Threw some of the dirt here because I want to do raised flower beds and maybe a raised garden. There's my 100 feet of hose for a French garden that's going to go ooh, because my neighbor still waters even though he doesn't have grass and he has a bunch of gravel and it's where it all pools. So it looks like a lot, but it's only a couple, maybe 2-3 yards tops. I hate this rock wall, but I don't know what to do about it. It's just a pit of wasted space and I don't like this hill, but I can't remove it. So, got the rock down here and some hazards now. My fence that's ready to be put back together soon. And yeah, so Dad, I might ask you, I'm pretty sure you take the form out after you pour the concrete, but you know, you have to pack the dirt and everything. It's not that bad of a hole, but I'm not going to pour 3 bags of concrete in there. They did, and it took me forever to break it loose. At least I was able to without hurting anything. So yeah, I got to go from here. Actually, back up. Post to there, keeping it, you know, straight so that the pieces slide in. And of course, you want it plumb. They dug a really funny hole, and even though I removed all the soft dirt, their placement was off according to my measurements. Even though I'm not an expert, I think they were just eyeballing stuff. So it might go back together a little easier than it came apart, I'm hoping, or I totally screwed up. Had the giant mini excavator flatten some of this out and move it. This was about 3/4 of the pile that was out front. It's flattened out. I'm going to rake most of it over to the fence side and put a walking path with flagstone right here. Still haven't figured that out. I want to put a bird bath and a sundial in. Amy doesn't like either of those. I think we're just going to gravel it most likely with nice rock though. This is for under the deck. And this is what I totally raked it and did that. I took about probably like 6 inches down off the foundation to even it a little bit. There's still a bit of a grade so I don't flood and wash my house away. Then I got one of these extra runners that usually just run on the bottom of the fence to hold the panels in to put up against the vinyl 4x4s. And then I'm going to pull the gravel back over. And that way I'm not bowing the neighbor's panels in. And I'll be able to get it right flush so you won't see the ugly, well, it's not ugly, but I think vinyl is ugly as hell. I didn't really want it around the house, but all our neighbors do it, and Amy wanted it, so, so did I, of course. It doesn't look bad. I'm surprised. I guess it's better than painting every year. But yeah, I'm gonna run that all along here. I left this a little thick so I could bring it down a little bit. Left myself a little mound here so I could bring it to the end here. I think I'm going to end up getting more rock, even though I told Amy that this is what we're doing, and I'm not shipping more rock because I can't use an excavator, and I don't want to move a whole bunch of rock, but it would look nice to bring it down in here. I'm thinking maybe I could use flagstone and bring the path that I want to put next to the stairway here and do a path that goes around this drain here that I can't block off or block access for the city to. Anyways, you get the idea. You've seen it on past photos. Yeah, so fun stuff. Yeah, this will be my first post I've ever poured. I'm used to ripping them out of the ground, not putting them in the ground. That'd be kind of fun. I had to round it out a little bit better and put some cardboard down there so it didn't cover my gravel. Dropped my pocket knife down there before I put the gravel down and had to dig that back up. It's kind of like a car wreck, slow motion. Anyways, thanks guys, love ya.